Welcome, welcome. De repente llegaste a mi vida, inocente, y me enamoré tal vez por tu forma de ser, por tus ojos de miel, por tu cara de ángel. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yes, you're first. Rest in peace, Ronaldo. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Todavía no sé qué pasó. Solo sé que te amo yo. Welcome, Ronaldo. Cuando por mi culpa tú estás sufriendo. I'm just waiting for more people to connect and then we can begin playing. Hey, Miss D. Welcome, welcome. I'm so tired. I had a long day. I was cleaning the bathroom, sweeping, mopping, cooking, laundry, all of the above. I feel like my hands are like tight and my fingers hurt from all the stuff that I've been doing. Thank you, Ms. D. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. You can call me Ren. Irene? Ren? All right. There's plenty people. I think we're ready to begin. Let's start the game. And remember, before we even get really deep into the game, if you are taking this game too personal, then this live is not for you because I'm not going to deal with all that BS that I dealt with this morning. So if you're sensitive and you don't know how to just play a game and have fun and move on, then this live is not for you because a lot of you take it to the heart that I missed your comment and then I don't write your name on the board and then you guys get butthurt. So positive vibes only, just like Ms. D said, positive vibes only, please. We're just here to have fun. We're not making anybody queens or kings of Hangman. So if you get your name up in the board, good. If not, hey, guess what? Your turn will come. So let's all just be fair and have fun and whatever, but don't take it to the heart. All right. So, I mean, literally, we can begin playing whenever you guys are ready. I'm waiting on you guys. Yes. Everybody have fun. A. Lourdes Fernandez. Hola, hola. There's no A. I need new markers. I'm starting. One letter at a time, please. One letter at a time. LR. There's no L. There's no R. E. O. P. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. C. I. S. B. T and S is already there.
No.
Y, there's no Y.
No, he's just talking to me.
N. All right, do you guys think you know what the word is? Do you guys think you know what the word is? I'm only looking for the right answer. And it has to be spelled correctly. ¿Quién te compró eso?
Nobody.
¿De dónde lo agarraste?
Someone gave it to me.
Joshua.
I didn't say. I wanted it.
Okay, okay. But you're not going to open it right now.
Mom, I just want to see.
You are already looking at the picture.
No.
Lucio came through and said benefit. Benefit is the correct word. Good job. Good job. Son Legos? I know.
I know.
My son just came home with Legos.
Like you.
Do you know how many Legos I've thrown in the trash?
And look how much they are.
Why did he give you that? I know.
Huh.
All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Daddy's on the phone or what?
Yeah. Chismosa.
¿Por qué chismosa? Pues si nomás estoy preguntando. Mira, mira.
Chismosa.
M-A. There's no M. There's no A. H-F. There's no H. There's no F. No uses mis tijeras.
Not even these two.
B-E.
Well, like just the open side.
Sí, hombre. L-E-R.
And I'm gonna share it with Lexa.
C-R-I. Ay, pero es que yo digo que no lo vayas a hacer ahorita.
I know.
O-S-T. Mystic Flower Cookie gave me the last letter to complete the word. Flower. And that was a T for cost. The word was cost.
Cost.
Good job. Good job. Es que why do you want to open it si son just 1,000 on, what does it say? 1,014 pieces. ¿Qué le vas a ver? Just you open it tomorrow y mañana lo haces.
¿Y por qué tomorrow?
Porque ahorita no lo vas a hacer. Ahorita no te voy a dejar que
I
lo
know,
abras y lo
I'm
hagas. And you better not open up all the bags.
I'm not even gonna open it.
Well, the Lego bags, like the little bags it comes in. All right. I'm so happy she's live. Thank you so much. Happy vibes. Thank you all for being here. Moving on to the next one. Remember me, Willie Harms. APB. APB. EZS. EZS. MRO. MRO. XW. There's no X, there's no W. K. There's no K. LG. There's no L, there's no G. R. R is already up there. We do have an N. LTR. L. There's no T. Bomb, bomb, bomb. You guys killed the poor guy. And so it was enjoy. Enjoy was the word. Vea que está todo en bags. I knew it, my boy. I knew it.
So I do it tomorrow, Friday, and Sunday. And then look.
Put my
guess
scissors
what
away.
I'm gonna get this, the guitar, and this.
Damn, boy. All right. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. E-A-L. A-L. And then E. A-O-S. Do you guys know the word? I think you guys already know. I'm looking for the right answer, and it has to be corrected, spelled correctly. It's not Easter. It's not especially. Esteem. Good job. I don't know who this person is, but it only has the letter A. And it's esteem. Good job. Good job. You guys always have to have self-esteem. Is that the one? Or is it not? All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right. Soy de México. Hola, Erika. ¿Qué parte de México? It's S-A. N-M. No N, but I do have an M. L-E. There's no L, but I do have an E. L-R-O. L-R-O. W-P. S-P. S and P are there. Okay, so somebody already said it. Let me just make sure that I'm not skipping anybody. It's not tsunami. Who would write tsunami, really? So May Gonzalez came through with the correct answer. Gracias, hija. And said estimate. Good job. Good job. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Ahí arriba, se subió para arriba. And I told him not to. A-E. We do have an E, but there's no A. S-O. We do have an S, but we don't have an O. G-T-R. G-T-R. A-D. A is already up there. No D. N-R-P. N-R-P. M-F. There's no M. There's no F. O-C-R. O-C. And then R is already up there, you guys. All right, I think at this point, you guys already know what the word is. If you know what the word is, ooh, it looks like somebody already has the correct answer. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anyone. And it doesn't look like it. So let me find that person. All right, and it is Rudy. Logan came through with the correct answer, and it is ethics. Good job. Ethics is the correct word. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. I'm going to change the markers, see if these work better. All right, moving on. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. RH. OE. TS. WL. YF. Hola. NH. H is already there. I think at this point you guys should know what the word is. So I'm looking for the right answer, and it has to be spelled correctly. It's not oh, there we go. Evaluation. Some of you were saying, let's see, elevation. So M. Chitis leva. M. Chitis. Ooh, I have a cousin with the last name Leva. Evaluation is the correct word. Good job. Good job. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right, start to guess. A, there's no A. No A. C-U, C-U. P-O. No P, no O. H-E. Yes, we have an E. All right, at this point, I think you guys know what the word is. Who knows what the correct answer is? Without, it's not egg, it's not Lee, it's not C, it's not B. Where did it go? No, it's not P, you guys. All right, it looks like Steph. Steph came through with the correct answer, and it is fee. Fee is the correct answer. Good job, Steph. Round of applause for Steph. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right, let's begin. We can do math 10 minutes before the live ends. A-C-E. All right. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what the word is. I'm looking for the correct word. Only for the right answers. Only for the right answers. And it has to be spelled correctly. All right. Just underscore a fossil. Said Grace. That one was actually pretty good because you guys guessed ACE like the first right off the bat. And then I saw R, and then you guys just guessed the right. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Grab the bicicleta, grab the way. Okay. You grab another bicicleta, you wait, please. Stop. It's never enough. No, no.
All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Don't forget, if you're new to the live, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Double tap that screen. P-A-E. I do have an E, but I don't have a P or an A. M, F. No M, no F. K-O-S. K. Oh, wait, I do have a K. Sorry. O-S. All right, I'm looking for the right answer. Who knows what the word is? Who knows what the word is? And right answer only. It's not bike. There it is. It looks like Jacqueline Jones. Jacqueline Jones came through with the correct answer, and it is like. Like is the correct answer. Thank you, Jacqueline Jones. Thank you, thank you. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right. And I'm telling you, all my markers are just giving out. There's no A. M-E-H. M-E-H. C-A-U. C-A is there. There's no U. R-B. There's no R. There's no B. D-P. There's no D. There's no P. Oh, okay. I think at this point you guys already know what the word is. I'm looking for the right answers only. Right answer only. And it has to be spelled correctly, obviously. Oh, there it is. Alexis Berg. Alexis Berg came through with the correct answer. And it is love. Love is the correct answer. Good, good job.
Love is in the end.
Share the love. Share the love. Share the love. All right, guys. Let's begin. Moving on to the next one. D. There is no D. B-H. There is no B. There is no H. And I will change my marker next. A-E. There's no A, but I do have an E. G-W. There's no G. There's no W. L-P. No L, no P. I-R. R-I. All right, so I'm looking for right answers only. Do you know what the word is? Do you know what the word is? Good job. And Chides Leva again came through with the correct answer. Merit. Good job. Good job. All right, moving on to the next one. I'm going to change the color because this one's not working anymore either. This one's a good one. I hope this one works. All right. So this one is 12 letters. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Oh, there's no O. I think I misplaced it. REV. MN. There's no M, there's no N. Really, babe? DES. There's no D, there's no E. Oh, the E is already there. There's no S. UBR. UB. And then R is already there. L. Yes, we have an L. I. QY. There's no Q. And then I do have a Y. JT. There's no J, but there is a T. All right, I think by now you guys should know what the word is. Do you guys think you know what the word is? I'm looking for the right answers. I am looking for the right answer. And Briley came through with the correct answer and correct spelling. Because remember, when I'm looking for the right answer, I'm also looking at the spelling. I'm also looking at the spelling. So if you got it correct, if you spelled it correct, then you get it as well.
I love you. Love you, Gina. Don't get in trouble.
All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. This one is not as long. This one only has 5 letters. OMG, these markers are driving me crazy. All right, moving on to the next one. There's no A. T. There's no T. Y-U. Y-U. V-E. There's no V, but we do have an E. W-O. There's no W. There's no O. R-S. R. And then there's no S. X and all right. At this point, I think you guys should know what the word is. Can anybody guess the correct word? It's not pride. It is not pride. I am looking for the right answer. It's not drive. It's not prime. It's not praise. It's not bride. It's not right. Drive, Christ, rise, bride, right. Nope. Nobody has guessed it correctly. There's one person, but the spelling is incorrect. There is one. Oh, there we go. Lexi Gomez. Lexi Gomez came through with the correct spelling of the word price. Price, price, price. Good job, Lexi. Thank you, all of you for being here. Thank you for your time, attention, and participation. Don't forget, if you're new to the live, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell button so that you don't miss any of my lives. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Unos 10. ¿Por? Pues sí me falta, pero ya lo puedo acabar. Ok. There is no A. S-E-U.
SPN.
S-E. And there's no U. T-C. There's no T, but I do have a C. B-R. There's no B. There's one R. I. P. All right, I'm looking for the right answer. Who knows what the word is? I am looking for the right answer. And remember, if it's not spelled correctly, I won't write it down. So who has the right answer and who is spelling it correctly? Guys, if you're new to the live, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and don't miss out on any of the Hangman lives. All right, it looks like Shadow Milk Cookie. Shadow Milk Cookie came through with the correct word and spelling. Principles. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right, moving on, starting a new one, moving on to the next one. So I want to read a comment that says, she's only saying the ones who say it first. It's actually kind of unfair. How does it make it unfair if, I mean, I know you guys are all saying it. So then maybe you guys don't want me to write down nobody's name down here anymore? To me, that's fair because it's the first person to guess it. So I don't know why you're saying it's not fair. All right, starting all over. I apologize. Starting all over. E-H-U. E-H-U. M-G. There's no M. There's no G. I-P-X. There's no X. All right, who thinks they know what the word is? Who knows? Who thinks they know what the word is? ¿Le moviste ahí o qué?
Ok.
¿Agarraste algo de ahí?
No, ¿por qué?
¿O porque se oye como que se movió?
¿Ahorita, ahorita?
Ajá.
¿O hace rato?
Burning Spice Cookie. Burning. Ahí sales todote. Spice Cookie. All right. Burning Spice Cookie came through with the correct answer. And this time it was with the Z instead of the C. You won a prize. All right. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right. S. There is no S. E-A. There's no E. There's no A. But look, you guys spelled C. N-J. There's no N. There's no J. I-A-W. There is an I. There is no W. And A is already up there. P-O-B. P-O. And there's no B. G. There's no G. K-P. There's no K. And P is already there, you guys. V-L. There's no V. There's no L. Y-H. There's no Y. There's no H. So the word was profit. Profit was the word. Nobody guessed it correct. What's going on? Profit was the word. Profit was the word. Nobody guessed it correctly. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. And remember, if you're new to the live, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Welcome, welcome. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. T-E. I do have an E, but I don't have a T. P-A. There's no A. L-M. There's no L. There's no M. H-C. There's no H. There's no C. U-O. All right. At this point, I think you guys know what the word is. Who knows what the word is? I'm looking for the right answer only. Oh, there it is. Kyle. Kyle came through with the correct word. So since somebody said that it wasn't fair because I was only picking the first one to guess it, then what I'm going to start doing is just wherever the chat stops, if somebody there commented the correct word, then I'll put their name. In this case, it was Kyle. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Let's see. Moving on to the next one. And begin. Yes, we'll do math in a little bit. D-U. I do have a U, but I don't have a D. L-A. H-P. No H, no P. E-S. There's no E, there's no S. I am. All right, so I'm going to look for the right answer. Ooh, somebody said it already. Oh, no, the spelling is wrong. Oh, here we have Renee with the correct spelling for quality. Good job, Renee. Quality, quality, quality. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. This one is 4 letters. Let's see how good you guys are. See if you can guess a 4-letter word. All right, moving on. Moving on to the next one. Nope, it's not cats. B-R. I do have an R, but there is no B. A-H. I do have an A, but there is no H. Do you guys think... Oh, I already see it. Somebody said it already. Good job. Good job. Where did it go? And it is B. B came through with the correct word. And it is rate. Rate is the correct answer. Rate, rate, rate. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right, so this time I think I am... I'll try this pink one. Let's see. Yeah, they're all done with me. All right, moving on to the next one. X, H, S, E, M. There's no M. A, F. There's no F. N Z. There's no Z. There's no N. L O I. L O I. B R. There's no B. All right. At this point, I think you guys should know what the word is. I'm looking for the right answer only. Right answers only. Right answers only. I still don't see it. Somebody was close. Really close. All right. Rex YT. Rex YT came through with the correct word, and it is regard. Yes, indeed. Regard. Good job. Good job. All right. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. Okay, I think I'm going to use my black marker because these are better. All right, moving on to the next one. DCH. DCH. ESA. ES and then A. Do you guys think you know what the word is? Do you guys think you know what the word is? I'm looking to see. Oh, poser Z. Poser Z came through with the correct answer, and that is set. Set is the correct answer. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. All right. Moving on to the next one. GMA. There's no G, there's no M. And I do have a few A's. HR. There's no H, but I do have an R, and that is here. ET. There's no E. And then I have a T. DINS. DIRS. All right. So I'm looking for the right answer only. Do you think you know what the word is? Somebody said it, but you're missing a letter. All right. So the correct spelling and the correct one is M. Chairis Leva again with standards. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right, guys. So moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. And begin. WA. There's no W. CS. No C. OF. There's no O. There's no F. EQ. There's no Q. MKT. MK. Wait. And then I have T. So do you guys think you know what the word is? I'm looking for the right answers only, and it has to be spelled correctly. There it is. Blue Water 88. Blue Water. Ahí voy, amor. 88. Sorry, I misspelled it. But the word is treasure. You know, like Treasure Island. All right, moving on to the next one. Moving on to the next one. And I'm actually doing 4 more and then we're done for tonight. Okay, guys? 4 more and then we'll be done for tonight. So if you're new to the live and you want to join us again tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button. All right. All right, moving on to the next one. Yeah, we can do math. E, H. So yes, I have an E. No H. We'll do math in a little bit. A, R, F. A, R, and F. Y, R, C. Y. R is already there. And then there's no C. D, S. D. G, T. P, O. T, F. T is there. F is there. L. All right. Do you think you know what the word is? Do you think you know what the word is? I'm looking for the right answer, and it has to be spelled correctly. It has to be spelled correctly. So use. Some of you are. Oh, there we go. L L L A came through, and it is usefulness. Oh, my bad. Useful. I'm missing the N here. I thought I had the other one. I apologize, but yes. LLLA got it correct. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Not sorry. All right, moving on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to do one more and then we're going to be doing math. A lot of you are requesting math, so we're going to do math after this one. All right. Yes, we're going to do math after this one. Yes, indeed. C. There is no C. Y, K. C, Y, K. A, S. There's no A. There's no S. D, P. D, P. A, I. Who thinks they know what the word is? Who thinks they know what the word is? No, it's not Italy. There we do have Maestro Jan. Yo pensé que Maestro Juan. MJ came through, and it is utility. All right, you guys. So this is it for the Hangman. Now we're going to move on and we're going to do a little bit of math before I end the live. A lot of you guys are requesting math before I end the live. So we're going to do a little bit of math. If you're new to the live, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my lives. I'll be back tomorrow after I end this live, and I come on here at least 2 to 3 times per day. I recently started doing math towards the end of the live just to wind down, I should say, from Hangman. All right, guys, moving on, and we're doing math. Moving on. I do speak Spanish, yes. Yo hablo español. What is 9 plus 1? All right, and it was Thomas Crawley. Like crawfish or crawly? Came through with the correct answer, and that is 10. Yes, indeed. All right. Ten divided by 2. Ooh, Anna in cursive came through, and it is 5. Correct. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Good job, Anna. Good job. All right. Real Momo Gaming. Real Momo Gaming came through with the correct answer, and that is 45. Good job. Good job. All right, moving on to the next one. What is 45 plus 5? 45 plus 5. 50. Infinity came through with the correct answer. And yes, that is 50. 50 is the correct answer. Good job. And what is 50 divided by 2? Can anybody tell me 50 divided by 2? Ooh, Phil Salt. Phil Salt came through with the correct answer, and that is 25. Good job. Good job. 25 is the correct answer. Twenty-five plus 7. 25 plus 7. Mimi Winter came through with the correct answer, and that is 32. Good job, 32. Okay, what's 32 divided by 4? 32 divided by 4. What is 32 divided by 4? All right, and it looks like infinity again came through with the correct answer, and it is 8. Good job. Good job. All right, and what is 8 times 8? 8 times 8. Who knows what 8 times 8 is? Oh, you guys are fast. Okay, wait a minute. That one went quick. All right, where is infinity was the one with the correct answer, the first one with the correct answer. I know there's a lot of you that comment down below the answer, and you guys are all winners. Don't worry, you guys are all winners, but I'm just writing down whoever is the first one that answered the problem. 64 times 2. Good job. Where did you go? Huddy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Huddy came through with the correct answer, 128. All right. What is 128 plus 22? 128 plus 22. Okay, I'll do that. So since Huddy already answered the other one, I'm going to choose another winner. Thank you for the... And now it's Hallow with 150. 150 is the correct answer. Good job. Good job. All right. Moving on with the next one. And so what is 150 divided by 3? 150 divided by 3. Zachary Roberts. Zachary Roberts came through with the correct answer, and that is 50. Good job. All right, guys, we're getting close to the end of this live. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my lives, okay? All right, so now I'm going to start from 1 times 2 equals, what is 1 times 2? R&B Garcia came through with the correct answer, and that is 2. Good job. Good job. Okay. What is 0 plus 9? 0 plus 9. Yomara Serrano. Yomara Serrano came through with the correct answer, and that is 9. Good job. Good job. Okay. $168 plus 2. Brookie spills facts. Brookie spills facts. Good job. 170 is the correct answer. Good job. Okay, now I want to do 300 minus 75. What is 300 minus 75? All right, so it looks like Logan Roblox came through with the correct answer, and that is 225. So now what I'm trying to do is give everybody a chance. So if you already answered once, I'm trying to skip you to give somebody else a chance. But I see you. Thank you for participating. All right, last one, you guys. This is the last one of this live for tonight, okay? Last one. $191 plus 9. Vincent came through with the correct answer, And that is 200. Good job. Good job. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you all for your time, attention, and participation. Come through my channel and subscribe if you're new to the live. I invite you to hit the bell button so that you don't miss out on any of my lives. I try to do 2 to 3 lives per day. I will be back tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'm going to go get some rest, but I'll be back tomorrow morning again to play Hangman with you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the live. Before I leave, I want to see how many more likes, how many more thumbs up I get. Thank you guys all for the thumbs up. I got 214 likes in this live. I want to see how many more I can get before I end the live. I will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Double tap the screen. Yes, you guys can talk in between, you guys. Double tap the screen. Give me a thumbs up. Good night, Miss D. Good night. Good night. Good night. What's your name? Can I get a shout out? Shout out to Carlos. Shout out to Noah. I need real names. If you guys want me to shout out your name, you have to say shout out and then your name. SpongeBob 12, shout out. I'm not going to say the words or the ID, whatever it's called. All right, guys. See you in the morning. Shout out to Leonardo. Shout out to Elijah, Baji, Noah, Sarah, Matt, Elijah, Gianni, Jazzy, Hannah, Alan, Joe, Matt. All right, guys, that's it for this live, okay? I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here.